Hey, it's questions and cardio time. Today, the good question came about from yesterday's post, and it's how do you motivate yourself when you don't feel like doing anything? You know you should go to the gym, you know you should exercise, but you really just don't feel like doing it. And it's a really good question because we all seem to struggle with this. And studying a lot of psychology on and off, obviously I'm not a professional, but I like to read a lot about it and read how the mind works. And basically, there are some things short term you can do, and there are some things long term. And the first thing I want to cover is that you guys need to download my free chapter of the book that's coming out, Life in the Fast Lane, because it's called Finding Your Why. And when you find your why, that's the long-term vision of why you want to exercise. Do you want to exercise just to look good naked? Do you want to exercise so you can walk down the aisle with your child when you're older? This takes a lot of time, not a lot of time, but effort to put in to actually think about why are you exercising? Why do you want to be healthy? Why are you going to the gym? Because if you don't know why you're doing it, what's the point? Who gives a shit? You're like, well, I don't know why, I might as well just not do it. And so doing that practice first, asking yourself, why do you want to exercise? Why do you want to lose belly fat? Are you ashamed to look good are you ashamed to look bad with your shirt off? Write all of it down and find out what really is driving you at the moment to exercise. And then when you have that why down, write it down, print it off on a piece of paper, and put it somewhere so you can read and remember why you were doing this. For me, it used to be just for looks, and that still is. I still want to look good, but in the long run, I want to be alive and healthy and be able to wipe my own ass when I'm 80 and 90 years old. My goal is to live a long, healthy, and quality life, and I don't want to be like everyone else when they're 80 years old and need help to do things. I want to still be lifting weights. I want to still be exercising, and that's why I exercise so consistently and eat healthy, and it's because I want to live a good quality life. Now that's for me. For you, it could be something completely different, but the main important thing is that you want to make sure you take some time, you download the chapter, you read it, and you figure out why you want to do it first of all. I'm just going to check this is still recording. Perfect, it is. Now, let's say you've done that. That's the long-term stuff. What about some short-term things? First thing you want to do, take your shirt off and go and look in the mirror. Do you really feel good about your body at the moment? Grab yourself, grab it. Do you have fat there? If you have fat and you don't feel good about yourself, that's going to motivate you to get in the fucking gym. That's going to motivate you to get up and get off your ass. Do you really want to look at yourself every morning and be ashamed with how you look? And if you're not happy with it, get up and go and change. That's one instant motivation thing you can do. Number two is to think about where you want to be. Do you have an ideal body you want to look like? Let's say you want to look like, I don't know, The Rock. That's who I want to look like. Have a photo of that somewhere that's going to inspire you to get up and think, that's what I'm working towards. For women, it might be a certain girl. For guys, it might be The Rock. It might be Mark Wahlberg. It could be anybody. It might just be someone who looks good at the gym. Just get a photo of a good physique and print that out too, so you can look at that and be inspired on those days you just don't feel like doing it. And go, shit, I want to look like that. I've got to put in the effort. And also take a photo of what you used to look like. If you've lost 10 kilos or anything, take a photo and post it up. Do you really want to go back to that? No way. And when you have those, we're visual creatures. We like to see things. So when you can look at what you want to work towards and what you don't want to go back to, and you have your why there, you're going to be so much more motivated to keep pushing on through when those times are tough and you don't feel like doing anything. And just to get started, do the 5-minute rule. Go to the gym for 5 minutes and just do anything. Walk on the treadmill like I am, do some bicep curls. Just say, I'm going to go to the gym for 5 minutes, and if I still don't feel like doing it after that, I'll go home. Or do 5 minutes of exercise at home. Whatever you can do to just get started and do something for 5 minutes. Just say, okay, I'm going to do this for the next 5 minutes. It's like that little thing you need. You just need that small step. You don't need to go there for an hour. You don't need to go there for 45 minutes. Just 5 minutes and say, okay, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to do some bicep curls. I'm going to step into the gym, whatever it is. Just do one small thing to get you moving. And that's going to point you in the right direction. So you've got the 5-minute rule. You've printed out what you used to look like, or printed out your current self. You've printed out what you want to look like. You've looked at yourself in the mirror and you've kind of gone, I've got to get fucking ready. And you know why you're doing it. Those are the key things you can do to motivate you to get off your ass and to go to the gym, because we always don't want to do it, and you're not always going to do it. There are going to be some days you are, but if consistently not wanting to do it, you need to readdress. You need to find the why first, the long-term stuff, and then you choose some of these short-term motivation tips. So guys, that's just a little bit of motivation for you. Get out there, go do some activity for 5 minutes, and that's all you need to kick your start. Speak to you next time.